Carlos Sainz reckons he could keep pace with 2021 title protagonists Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen would be vulnerable to several other drivers on the F1 grid if everyone raced in the same car, according to Carlos Sainz. The Ferrari ace believes the two standout drivers in 2021 would not necessarily be ahead of others in the paddock if there were a level playing field. From a fairly early point in the year, it was clear that no one would be able to keep pace with Hamilton and Verstappen. They were a long way ahead of everyone in the title race, even their respective teammates Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez. They too had faster cars than anyone else, but were rarely able to come close to what their garage partners were consistently achieving. But they still finished the year ahead of any other driver in the standings, lending weight to the general consensus that the faster cars are pretty much untouchable to everyone else over the course of a season. Many believe the fact Hamilton and Verstappen scored so many more points than Bottas and Perez shows they are a class above and really are on their own level when it comes to driving ability. But Sainz is not so sure about that, and fancies himself and some others to give them a run for their money if 2022's rule changes do make things more even as is hoped. With the same car I think they can be beatable, or at least on more equal terms than they were this year, the Ferrari star told El Hormiguero. Mercedes and Red Bull were faster by 0.8 of a second per lap, and I want to think that between all the drivers there is no more than 2 or 3/10 of a second difference. The issue is at least as old as the history of Formula One itself. If there is a driver who drives a car 0.8 of a second faster, it doesn't matter how good you are, you will never be able to beat him. I hope F1 can be more balanced next year so we can have more fun and compete at a similar level. If there were a more level playing field, then there's no reason why Sainz shouldn't fancy his chances of being one of the front runners in the sport. His fifth-placed finish in the driver's standings saw him take the unofficial title of best of the rest behind the Mercedes and Red Bull racers. It represents an excellent first season with new employers Ferrari, as he adapted to his new surroundings quickly and, by finishing third in the final race of the year, earned more points than teammate Charles Leclerc.